Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. In this video, which is quite an important one, we will be talking about CONG token pre-sale, a pre-sale that you might need to pay some attention to if you're a crypto enthusiast or an investor that's looking for something with some potential to invest in. But before we start, of course, this video is
only for educational purposes, it's not financial advice.
And without any further ado, let's just dive deep into the topic. So guys, here we are on the website congcap.com and CONG token. The pre-sale stage 8 is now open. You can buy it now, and here is the countdown before the price increase. So let's talk about the project, but let's just scroll through the website here and admire the beauty and the structure of this website. It's quite simple but very organized, and it provides you with all the information you need to understand the whole idea and the whole concept of this project. So let's start first with about this project. Who's the team and what's going on here? The team is Yves and Diego. They have both worked more than a decade working in VC, PE and M&A industries, and the first worked for more than a decade for a tier 1 global private equity funds. Therefore, throughout his career, he learned by doing and what are the problems for startups, SME, small and medium enterprise, and he also maneuvered his way and gathered the needed experience and expertise to sustain a startup and to excel a business furthermore. And here you can find that the second one here, which is Diego, you will find that Diego had his major partner in leading M&A consultancy firm, and together they just joined forces and they have already raised more than $200 million for companies they worked for or advised for and based their own successful careers. And they're also well connected to the market, and they know the key YC certified by consultant, and they know what they're doing and they understand the business in general. So that's a brief glimpse of the team behind it, and here you can find all the needed information behind the people working on this project. So they are real people. You can get in touch with them even if you want, and you can understand more, and you can just go out there. So let's go to the homepage once more and talk about the tokenomics of the CONG token over here. Simply speaking, here the token will be in the pre-sale stage right now, and here that's the pre-sale calendar. You will find that it increases by day and things are going into an exponential phase. Generally speaking, here you will find that everything you need is well introduced inside of this platform over here, or there's this website over here, and you will find also the staking. So as you scroll down, you'll find that the all purchases made for now are ready on CONG Volume 2 or V2, seeking the best tools and practices currently available in the market in terms of security compliance, and CONG token Volume 2 has been also minted. You can read through it over here and you can understand what's going on after the listing. Of course, they are also promising here the staking and the market makers and liquidity, rewards, allocation and funding and governance and tag along and anti-dilution provision and equity conversion multiple and early redemption fee as well. That's all gonna happen after this pre-sale. So it actually presents a very good opportunity for you. If you're interested in staking, then you can have a look at it here, because the staking can be quite lucrative for many people, and the highest or one of the highest APYs return for staking this token over here. Staking platform already launched, and the investors can choose the amount locked for staking for flexible staking, meaning that you can get in or get out anytime, and of course you can get the amount of staking pro rata, or just getting that the amount of time you left your money into the staking locked up for a certain period. But generally speaking, here the ecosystem and the governance operation, you will find it here in the roadmap and the white paper. So let's go and click on the white paper. You will understand everything. It's in front of you. You can just have a look at it. You can understand it more. You can read it, and here you will find abstract about the project, and you can scroll through all the information and introduction you want. So as you scroll down, you'll find here that these are the raised amounts in the average raise amount per deal for 2022 and 2021. And as you scroll down here, you will find that they are also talking about crowdfunding, and here launch pads as well. So it's quite an ambitious project, and you will need to understand it more, and you will need to inform yourself more and read it thoroughly here, this white paper, because it presents some very valuable information. And here you can go to the roadmap and get yourself more into the whole idea of what's going to happen step by step and the long-term macro roadmap here for this project. As you can see here, we're currently in the seeding, or currently what's done in the seeding stage 2022, market analysis, idea conception, and seed round, and whatsoever. And they also presented the white paper, everything in good shape, everything in place. And then they went to the early stage 2023, CONG token deployment, and here the audit with 0 findings, and staking launch, platform MVP, and platform and token market fit. So as you can see here, as we speak, many of these also are ticked, many of these are just in process, and some of them will be finalized by the end of this year, and then the growth stage will come next year, of course, till 2026. This will be the approval of funding campaigns and release of committed capital based on milestones and the operation of CSCs, and you will find that most of the cash generated from CSCs operation will be reinvested in the growth, so they're having the trajectory or the mindset of the further growth rather than just taking profit and blocking out the profit as early as possible. No, it's a growth mindset, so you might also be needing to put that in your mind before you invest in this one here. You need to understand your aims in investing in anything. Do you want an immediate return, or do you want to invest in a trajectory that it might take some time but it will get you higher rewards, and then the late stage and then the exit stage will be in 2031. So you can read through it, you can understand it more, and you can go through all of that, and you will understand even more what they're talking about over here. So let's go to the CONG token itself. The solution, TCC, is a Web3 BEP20 blockchain based investment funding platform governed by decentralized autonomous organization DAO, and this is the circuit of startups as well as SME business will raise capital, where the platform's team, entrepreneurs and investors have interests in completely aligned by the CONG holders, and here are the CONG tokenomics. Everything circulates in the project around the CONG token, of course, because it's the governing token for the whole project, and seeking the best alignment between the ecosystem parts. All deals will be funded through the token, and the founders and top management of the company will have part of their compensation also in CONG token, as well as the TCC team. Here you will find that it has a limited supply. 10 billion tokens will only exist, and the issuance approved by the governance consents. And here the yielding farming as well, you will have a yielding farming, so that's also good to know and good for you to understand that the investors will have 100%, 120, 110, 105 of the CLIC for their yield farming tokens respectively, and you will have to grasp this idea as well, because vesting schedule will be different per funding event through though locked and throughout the years to reduce the sale pressure as well. So it's quite an interesting idea that they're reducing the sale pressure. So they are putting some, I'm not going to say limitation, but in a very good way, a structure how people can actually manage the thing itself. And of course, if you want to exit, you can exit, but within limits on certain intervals over here, and wide range of holder benefits from various ways, from token appreciation, token dividends, and the sale of CSCs, interest bearing tokens, income profiting features as well. And here you will find the reference program. Of course, every holder can post an application for a new CSC deal, and after passing through the management, it can go to voting, and just right after that you can have the opportunity to go live in the TCC platform, and then you can earn 0.5% of the capital raised in form of CONG as well. So everything will be around CONG coin raised fee, token tax, CONG options, and the price increase per deal along the increase of CSC's opportunities in the TCC platform. The sooner investors purchase and hold the token, the better, of course. So it's an early acting kind of thing, so you will need to understand that as well and put it in your mind before jumping and investing. So you'll need to have all the parameters in front of you and digest the information and understand it well before you start investing. But the governance here, we don't want to concentrate decision among founders or even venture capitals or private equity funds, so meaning that they're also giving power to normal investors or small scale investors. And the design governance for the ecosystem was built by the best practices in terms of DAO entities and the DeFi. DeFi is a decentralized finance, and every single investor will have a chance to participate in all the decisions throughout the project lifecycle, of course. So that's a good thing for you as an investor. Even as a small investor, even if you're investing a very small amount, you can have the opportunity to participate and also to have a saying in what's going on here. So that's a buyback program, that's the vote lookup, and that's the side pocket protection. And here you will find all the perks and the benefits you can have with the current pre-sale and the term sheets and the deal flows as well. So you can have it in a very interactive way, and I just don't want to scroll through it all day long, but you can find it in the links down below and you can understand it more and you can get the whole idea of what's going on. The token allocation here, it will be distributed in front of you. The investors will be taking 19%, TCC team 16%, development 15%, marketing 9%, rewards 9%, liquidity pool 14%, strategic partners that's 2%, and CSCs that's 16%. Everything is transparent, everything is in front of you, so you can also check that out and see whether it matches your expectations and the balance you might want to have in a project or not. And the funding allocation distribution as well, that's also quite important to understand where the funding is going. Once they get some funding, you will need to understand, if you're investing in a project, how the funding is managed and how the funding is going. You will find it here that the CSCs are having 55%, TCC 11%, development 16%, and marketing 18%. Marketing actually is quite important, so my humble advice would be just ramping up the marketing a little bit more, but generally speaking, they're doing a good job over here. Speaking of marketing, let's have a look at Twitter. Twitter here, that's for me at least a good indication how things are developing in terms of social media presence, and currently they are nearly touching 40,000 followers on Twitter. The community is quite interactive. People are answering questions whenever you have anything you want to understand or anything you want to ask about. You can just go over there in Twitter and ask about it, and people will be more than happy to give you a hand and assist you through the way. So here again, the team is right in front of you, so you can get in touch with the people. You can just go through their LinkedIn, you can understand more about what they're talking about, and you can understand more about their ambitions and also their background, whether it's educational or work experience. So you can have a general overview on this idea of this whole project and the team behind it. So it's also good, they're not really avatars, they are real people presenting themselves out there. So that's a very good indicator for you as an investor, and also for people around them for investment, for heavy investment, or for even small scale investors. So that's a very good thing, and that's a very good step from them. So everything in front of you in this project is just very simple and very easy to use. You can just in a few clicks be part of this project, but my humble advice for you is check the links down below, understand it more, and just give yourself the right amount of information and grasp the whole idea behind this project, and then see if it fits your expectations or not. But generally speaking, the team is quite ambitious and the project itself makes sense, and it has a very good potential to be a very successful project in the very near future. So guys, in a nutshell, we talked about CONG token and all the advantages that might come to you with this current pre-sale. So I would say give it a go, understand it more, check the links down below, and get yourself more educated and more informed about the topic, of course, before you invest in anything. But generally speaking, here it seems pretty promising, and the team is quite enthusiastic and they know what they're doing. So it wouldn't really hurt you to understand it more and to give it a go and gather more information. Everything is linked down below, and as usual, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, leave any comment you might have in the comment section down below, and until next time, bye bye.